Hey guys, so I'm on the road and it's gray and rainy and it's hard not to just get trapped in your own thoughts while you're driving by yourself. My dogs are sleeping, the cat's sleeping. So I've been thinking about my life and, you know, thinking about all the things I've done, places I've gone and people I've met. So I'm going to try and do a brief synopsis of my life, a brief history of time, we'll say, as Stephen Hawking would put it, of my life. Or just to entertain myself, but maybe you'll be entertained by it too. So, my name is Brendan Joseph Wilkie. My mom's Irish, my dad's Ukrainian. Born in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, 1982, September 15th. I don't remember too much about Cape Breton, but I got some pretty epic memories, I guess is all I really remember. My first epic memory was my Aunt Bernie. There was a little forest across from our house in Briarwood, Orchard Park. Like, I remember Blackett's Lake a little bit, but I was like 3 or whatever, so. I remember in Blackett's Lake, my brother Kurt, he's so handy, Mr. Fix-It, he had put handle brakes on his little BMX by himself. Instead of, like, you know, where you push the pedals back, he put handbrakes on his bike. He was like 6. I remember that. I remember catching little tree frogs, or whatever they were, little tiny toads or whatever, in the river at the bottom of our driveway. It was a big, steep hill. But that, I mostly remember Orchard Park, though, our time on Briarwood. It's really starting to rain now. There we go. So my first real epic memory, like I said, is my Aunt Bernie. We were across the way. There was a little lake or pond through the forest across from our house. And I saw her catch a frog. She was probably in her 60s at this point, 50s anyway. She caught a frog with her bare hand, stuck a hook through its head, and fished for it live, with live bait with a frog. And I remember just thinking, that's badass. You just put a hook through that frog's head and it's still alive and swimming. Anyway, that's like my first real epic memory of Cape Breton. And I remember Benyon Beach, and we used to go there all summer. You know, I would imagine at least 2-3 months a year for sure, maybe more. I don't know. I'm not sure if we stayed in the park and went to school, or if we just did it in summers. I can't remember. It's hard to separate time like that. There was this outdoor diving board, I remember. And I'm not sure if it was my brother or other people in the campsite. They were daring me to jump off the high dive, so I finally did, because I'm a bit of a wild guy. And so I jumped off, and I think I just went into shock. I just remember being suspended in the water and not knowing what to do, just like freaking out and getting pulled out by some guy. I don't even know if my mom knows about that, but I'm pretty sure I almost drowned when I was like 4. And I don't know if my mom even ever found out about it. Maybe Trent or Kurt knows something about that. I don't know. I forgot who was with me. Maybe it was a dream, but it seemed so real. So then I remember, you know, saying goodbye to my friends when I was 6 and moving to Elmira. So I moved to Elmira, Ontario in 1989, just before I turned 7, which put me into grade 2. And I came in with a real nice East Coast accent, right? So all the girls were just going crazy over it. And we had these little 1-liter milk carton mailboxes. And my first couple weeks there, after people stopped making fun of me, the guys made fun of me, the girls loved me. It was the perfect combination. We had these little 1-liter milk carton mailboxes, and mine was always stuffed with love letters. I don't know what kids do these days, but back then in the 80s, we played kissing tag. And I'll tell you what, I wasn't in too often, but yeah, I grew up in Elmira, played hockey with guys like Fat Snyder, John Meyer, Brad Broughton, who I'm going to see, Lee Snelling, all these guys that I grew up with, played hockey with. Great guys, Nick Barjon, Luke Stroh, all these friends I had as kids. And so then in grade 8, I had Mr. Nickel. He was Park Manor. He thought I was pretty smart. I don't know, I thought I was average, but he put me in like an enrichment program. It was pretty sweet in grade 8. I didn't really have to go to a lot of my classes. I just went and wrote poetry in the library, worked on some projects. Pretty cool. like whatever it was in Richmond. It was me and this guy named Jack Lucas. We just basically hung out in the library and did whatever we wanted to do as long as we kept our minds busy. He was cool with it. So I went to grade 9. Well, in grade 8, I met like my best friends to this day, like Mark Schwint, Dane Chatwell, Matty Bauman. Then me and Mark and Dane started this band called Sponge Cookie. And then later on in life, Matt Dixon, also a very good friend, John Gorey. I've known him longer than anybody. They joined the band. Sponge Cookie was great. So then I got my car wrecked when I was in grade 11. You know, I was university bound. That head injury, a lot of people don't realize it because I broke my femur and it was easy to see that I was physically recovering. A lot of people don't realize how long that mental brain injury recovery was. Well into my 20s, I was recovering from that. Until 25, I bet. Until I felt like I had my brain back. People don't realize that. They don't realize how long it takes to heal from a serious head injury like that. And we were so young that we were naive. We just didn't care. I could talk and walk and shoot the shit, so I was fine. But in reality, you know, I went through some tough times in my 20s. So, which brings me into London, when I'm in my early 20s. I went to engineering school, went to business school, went to chef school, played in a wicked band called The Culprits. We played lots of shows. I didn't really go to school, I just focused on the band. They were pretty good. Yeah, it was good. I'm not sure what they're doing now, if they're still together or what. But then years later, I moved to Montreal, and I'm walking down the street, and I see a guy with a Culprits hat on. He's wearing one of our band hats. He's like, "You're the bass player from the Culprits." I'm like, "Oh my god, I feel famous." But there's probably 8 people in the whole world that knew who we were, and I ran into one of them. So in Montreal, I managed this guy named Dan, who was Sam Roberts, the musician's brother. Serendipitous, I got to roll into this rock and roll bar and be 21 years old and managing the whole place. Awesome times. Met wicked dudes like Bulger and Barnesy and Roberts and Johnny and Bernie and Joe and you know, Lexi, my friend Lexi, who's married to Wes Craig. And yeah, so then I came back. I lived with a girl, Mary Claude, in Montreal. Almost married her. Glad I didn't. I was too young and stupid. She was like 9 or 10 years older than me. So we lived together for a couple years and traveled out east together. It just didn't work out. So then I moved back. My dad had a heart attack, actually, and my oldest nephew, Ben, was born. So I moved back to Kitchener, and I commuted from Kitchener to Listowel before I ended up moving to Listowel, managing and head chefing the golf course there. And then I came back and worked at the Keg. Had about 1 million jobs in Waterloo area cooking, job hopping, boom, boom, boom. If you look up right now, frontal lobe symptoms, behavioral symptoms of frontal lobe brain injuries. Job hopping is like number 1. Woman hopping is number 2. I'll admit it, I'm old enough to realize it. I suffered from symptoms of a brain injury, and I still do. I still battle that. I'm in a motorhome driving to West. I'm pretty impulsive. Impulsivity is another symptom, but you know, I've kind of learned to adore it and learned to love my impulsiveness and my free spirit, which I think in some ways is behaviorally and sociologically reinforced by symptoms of my brain injury. So it's a non-stop party, really. So then I kind of bounced around Kitchener, Waterloo, bought a house in Elmira. Then I bought the trailer. Actually, the night that my house was closing in Elmira and the trailer I was moving into the next day, I met my ex-wife. I won't say her name. You guys all know who she is. And we lived together, we moved in, you know, fell in love really quick, moved in really quick. Everything was too quick. I think maybe that was our downfall. We both wanted love really bad. And I think we were looking too hard for it. I think that's my wisdom showing. Through all my failed relationships, I think that's where we went wrong. I think we were both just craving love too much. So, lived in the trailer for a while. We bought a house in Kitchener, lived there for a couple of years. Bought a condo in Waterloo, got divorced, and now here I am in a van. So that was 10 minutes, 9 minutes 45 seconds. A brief history of time. Brendan Wilkie in a decaminute. So anyway, just thought I'd fill you guys in. Anybody who's watching Canada on the Ground who doesn't know anything about me, that's my story. Peace.